Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Full Tilt. We're going to be doing another Cayenne 5. I really like the last one. Some people let me know that they like the last one too. And I think it's really great to just like, hey, this is what happened to this champion, or this is what's busted right now. Give me the rundown. So here we are with the Diana rework. Some of you may already know. They didn't do too much. At least it doesn't seem like it on paper. They switched her R to her E and her E to her R. And they did some things to her passive. So what does that mean for her? Well, let's level up real quick. That means some of her trade sequences in lane are going to be a little bit different now. She can actually get on her opponent pre-6, which is huge, right? That's levels 3 and 4 and 5, where she's able to apply pressure where she could not before, which means more snowball potential. I know you guys are seeing her more on the rift, so let's get into it. Now, let's start with the starting items. I think you guys should be buying Doran's Ring with 2 health pots, Warding Totem, or, alright, that's if you're like, you know, the match was going to be even, you're confident, or you go Dark Seal, Refillable Pot, Warding Totem. Now, it may look like this is BM, like I know I'm going to win lane, but you're an assassin, so I feel like the battle should be won before you even get there, and this just, you know, just snowballs that fact, right? Another thing you could do is if lane is really rough and you do go down this route, you can always upgrade this to Corrupting Pot, right? And that way, if you do end up getting some kills or some assists, you know, you still have that Dark Seal there, so you're able to like just go into your noble build from there pretty easily, all right? Or you could just start with Corrupting Pot by itself if you want. If you're just like, all right, I don't want to fucking die in lane, that's cool too. All right, now let's get into runes too. You need to be taking Conquer on her, with Presence of Mind actually. And that's because of how our items are going to work, and we'll get into that later. But you need to be taking Conqueror. I know a lot of people will probably take Domination, but the reality is you're going to be proccing Conqueror almost just as fast as you're going to be proccing Domination. Actually, in some cases, you could actually proc it sooner, and it's going to give her that extra survivability she's going to need because she is a pretty linear champion. She just kind of gets the fuck in there, and it'll give you the extra survivability you're going to need. And now that her ult, right, her previous E is now her R, she's going to get this AoE healing going on, so that's really fucking nice for her. Run Conqueror. I know it seems kind of weird because of how she is that you don't want to electrocute. Just run Conqueror. That's enough about that, right? So what happens in lane? So we're level 3, right? And let's just talk about Conqueror actually. So what does it take to proc Conqueror? We're gonna Q, we're gonna E. This is at level 3, of course. And look, you probably can't see it very well, but you can see the visual on screen. She just indicated she procced it. I'm healing for each one of these auto attacks now. All it takes to get your Conqueror procced is literally, let's just go through it one more time. Q, E, auto, 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 which is what you were going to do anyway, right? And you were going to W out, or you were going to W in, right? And that's really good because now, you know, you don't have to rely so much on the W for your engagements or your disengagements. You know you're going to get some HP back during your transaction in lane. And that's why Conqueror is phenomenal, okay? So this is really good for her. This makes her transactions pretty freaking healthy, and it's really nice. And another change that a lot of people may not have noticed, they added I think a bonus HP ratio. I don't know if it was there before, but it's definitely there now. So, you know, it actually opens up like a Rod of Ages build if you want. You can go Rod of Ages as well as her core items, okay? So just don't forget that. If you don't think you're gonna pop off in lane and you're gonna be able to invest into a Rod of Ages, do that. I don't think you'll regret it. It'll give you the sturdiness you need. If you get that, it'll give you that, you know, extra mana pool that you're gonna need. If you really know that this is gonna be a Rod of Ages game, you don't have to even take Presence of Mind, all right? Because Presence of Mind covers up what we're gonna be doing in your normal build. Now, right, we're gonna be getting Gnasher's Tooth. That's gonna actually be one of her like primary items, and that's because when we do our QE now, right, our E doesn't pull them in and slow anymore, so they're gonna use their gap closers to run away. And so we need to be getting as much damage down as possible and sticking them as much as we can, kiting optimally. And Gnasher's Tooth is just going to help with that. It's going to give us an 80 AP. Each auto is going to fucking hurt. Scales with AP as well, right on the passive. Yep, there you go. So you're going to be going Gnasher's Tooth first item most of the time, okay? And this is going to allow you to stick to them because you don't have to waste so much time auto attacking. It's a really good item. Scales well with her passive, which they did also change a bit. All you need to know is that you can auto attack faster, okay? So you're going to be going Gnasher's Tooth. Of course, you're going to be going Sork Pin Boots. And now we're going to go into a little bit more, either you have 2 choices. We're either going to snowball harder, or we're going to pick a defensive item If you go defensive route, I always say hourglass, because almost always they're either going to jump on you or you're going to jump on them and they're going to unload on your ass, right? So you're going to go QE, auto, 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 then you're going to hourglass, right? You know, so you can dodge all the skill shots that you can, increase that survivability, and then you're good to go. And speaking of survivability, let's actually get her to level 6 real quick. So we're going to go QE, then we go R here if they try to get away. So here's another combo real quick. You should be maxing Q first, by the way. So Q, E, then they're like, oh no, I'm running away, and you're like, no, you're not, bitch. And you go boom. You probably get another Q by this time, and you just kind of repeat the sequence. She's, like I said, she's pretty linear. It's pretty easy. You don't even really need to go over her combos, like Q, E, R, you know, like that's it. But after you go hourglass, you really need to put the pressure on them, because you want to be ending every game before the 25-minute mark. You need to be ending the game. Because even if I go like full AP here, you're not going to be blowing the fuck up out of people like that. That's just not how she works. Alright, so let's say you're not ending the game by the 25-minute mark. So then what do? Well, you got a couple options, right? You probably should invest in Oblivion Orb. They're going to build Magic Resist. That'll take care of that shit. If it gets any worse, if the game is not looking like you can wrap it up by this point, right? You're probably, you're probably level 12. You got like 2 or 3 items. And it's not like you can wrap this up. All right, you got a couple choices. All right, you could finish some Morellos if they have some healing, or this is what I like to do in my games. I just go Magi's. You could probably even go Magi's before this point. You know when to get Magi's if you use it enough. You kind of just, you use it to. This is gonna force you to do. This is gonna force you to. Hey, I need to end this game. And if I don't end the game, I'm gonna lose. I like to tell myself personally, I deserve to lose, because you're playing Assassin. This game needs to be over by 25. Because after that point, it is no longer in your hands, and yeah. So if you don't end it at this point, you can go Magi's, so you can go into one-tap mode. So at least you're 1-for-1ing in team fights. Okay, you need to at least be 1-for-1ing their most important character in team fights. Because now you're just not the carry anymore if you let the game go too long. So you can go Magi's, you can go Morellos to shut down healing, because it gives you a little bit of extra bulkiness, right, with that HP. And we can heal from the Conqueror now. Don't forget that we heal so much from that. So again, we're gonna get it going with this.
I cannot turn back.
So I Q in the team fight, pull them in with the R. You can switch targets even if you want, but you're healing during this entire transaction. So Morellos may not seem like it's giving you that much durability, but when you're actually getting in there, and at least you're slowing down from a lead, it actually makes a world of difference. So if you're ever in a tight spot, you need to bust out the Magi's. You'll know when you're like about to not be in in a power position. Buy that Magi's, finish that Morellos. What's another good option here? No, I think that's it. I mean, you can always just buy more damage too, but this is pretty much. I mean, you need to get the game over by here. So don't even worry about that though, because Riot giving you all the tools you need to finish the game before. So we now have this ridiculously amazing passive and E at levels 3 through 5. Now you should be snowballing. Ultimately, you're gonna see a lot more Dianas now, because she has so much more. I don't want to say utility, but we're gonna use utility for lack of a better word now. She's more of a teamfight champion. So there you have it, Diana Rework. Another Kai in 5, probably not done in 5 minutes, but hey, I tried my fucking hardest. Thank y'all so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, let people know if you haven't already. And yeah, next we're gonna be doing Set. So fingers crossed, he's busted as fuck. I think everyone likes a busted champion. Catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.